Wake up, Cincinnati. Welcome to a new week. I'm Matt Peiken, and this is your local newscast for December 15th. A Cincinnati-based immigration and customs enforcement supervisor is on ice himself, facing multiple felony charges following his arrest for allegedly strangling his partner. 47-year-old Samuel Saxon was indicted this week on charges including felonious assault and domestic violence, with a judge setting bond at $400,000. Prosecutors detailed a history of alleged abuse spanning years, including prior injuries reported by the victim. Saxon, who has worked for ICE for over 2 decades, has been suspended pending further investigation. Advocates say the case highlights broader concerns about violence by ICE personnel in Ohio. Read more about this in City Beat. A new $664,000 contract awarded to City of Cincinnati consultant Iris Rowley is drawing scrutiny for timing and transparency. Signed just 2 days after the November 6th election, the deal retroactively pays $94,000 for youth outreach and expands the Government Square initiative. Critics allege potential conflicts of interest. Riley hired her son for a $4,400 a month role and submitted invoices from a company tied to her husband. While city officials say no rules were broken, watchdogs warn of patronage and poor oversight. Former officials call for tighter controls on contractor conduct. Read more about this at WCPO. The Mount Healthy School District just north of Cincinnati is making a 4th attempt to secure local funding after voters rejected tax levies in 3 straight elections. At a special meeting this past week, the school board approved a $5.95 mil property tax measure for the May 2026 ballot, rejecting a proposed income tax alternative. The district, under fiscal emergency, has already cut more than 100 staff and scaled back arts and sports programs. Superintendent Sarah Wilson warned that further cuts could eliminate those programs entirely. Read more about this in The Inquirer. Food trucks in downtown Cincinnati can now operate until 1 a.m. after the city relaxed its previous 11 p.m. restriction. The earlier curfew, enacted in September to reduce late-night disturbances, faced pushback from city council and vendors, who cited minimal impact on police calls and significant revenue losses. Councilwoman Anna Albee highlighted the policy's effect on minority and women-owned businesses and urged a more thoughtful approach. The change follows ongoing talks between the city and the Cincinnati Food Truck Association, with more adjustments possibly ahead. Read more on this in the Cincinnati Business Courier. And the Voice of America Athletic Complex in Westchester Township will host the MLS Next Academy Regional Qualifier in April of 26. The event will bring 170 youth soccer teams from across the Midwest, including 22 from Greater Cincinnati, competing for spots in the National MLS Cup bracket. Organizers estimate a $5.1 million economic impact, highlighting the area's growing reputation in sports tourism and soccer. Local leaders hope the success of this event strengthens Cincinnati's bids for larger competitions, including the 2031 Women's World Cup. Read more about this in the Business Courier. If you haven't already, do sign up for our free daily newsletter. It's basically this newscast in written form. Go to wakeupcincy.transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at wakeupcincy. And please share this podcast with your friends who care about this city. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks so much for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Cincinnati.